Hi everyone. I'm just starting this video. I'm hoping I did it correctly. I'm going to pull it up on my computer so I can make sure that everything looks okay. Let's see here. Where is it? Oh, yay, there's Lori. Hi, Lori. All right, just trying to figure this out. There we go. Hi. All right. There we are. There's such a delay. I don't know how many people are going to be joining since this is in the morning, but the great thing about Facebook Live is that you can do the watch or the repeat. You can watch the repeat after this is done. It will post to the group. And there we go. Hi, Tina. Yay, she figured it out. Good to have you. Yay, Colette's here. We'll give it just a couple more minutes and wait for a couple more people to dry or to get on. Thank you, Lori. I needed a change really badly, and my hair is one of the only things I can control. So I decided to cut it. But anyway, I appreciate that. All right. We'll give it just a couple more minutes and see if we have anybody else jump on here. And so, have you guys all had a chance to look at your catalog yet? I hope so. It's a super fun one. I enjoyed it the first time through. I kind of have a system how I look through the catalog. I look through it the first time. I actually go right back to the embellishments because those are my favorite things. So I see what's new in the embellishments. And then I usually kind of check through everything else in the back to kind of see the new product that they have back there. And then I'll go back through and I start at the beginning and I'll look through the stamp sets and just see what's new there. And then I'll go through it again and I look at all the samples. So it's kind of funny. I go through it several different times. Tina says hers is all marked. That is my girl. I love to hear that. So, okay, we're going to go ahead and get started. So I just want to welcome all of you to this first annual catalog kickoff. This is a brand new thing for me to do something online like this. I have not ever done this before. I usually do it in person, but because of the situation that we're in, this is what I decided to do this year. So hopefully you guys will like this and it will be worth your time. Okay, so before we get started, the first thing I just want to talk about is throughout the day, I'm going to be on Facebook in the group playing different games. A couple of the games I'm going to do are one, I want you to take a picture of you with your catalog, okay? So it can be you reading it, it can be you doing something funny with it. It doesn't matter. Just take a picture of you with your catalog, and then you are going to post it in the group just as a post. And I'm going to pick a random winner, and I'll share that with you later. Probably in the last session, I'll pick the winner. So between now and 4 o'clock when the last session will start, you can post pictures of you with your catalog. And the second thing I'm going to be doing throughout the day is I'm going to be doing a little scavenger hunt with the catalog. So what I will do there is I will post a clue that you have to find, and then you will look through the catalog and find it. And then the first 3 people to comment under that post. So for example, if I say, find the new in color names, right? Or what page they're introduced on. So you would, in that post under it, you would make a comment and you would say it's page number, whatever. And then the first 3 people to make comments will get points. So like the first person to make the comment will get 3 points. The second person to make the comment will get 2 points. And then the last person to make the comment will get 1 point. And then at the end of the day, I will add up all your points and I have prizes to give out for that as well. So let's go ahead and get started with the catalog. First of all, I just want to, first of all, I'm going to have to flip my camera so you can actually see my catalog. So I'm going to do that right now. And I hope I don't make any of you sick by doing this. Okay, let's flip my camera around. There. Okay, can you see? It keeps telling me I have poor connection. I hope things go okay. All right, So first of all, we're going to start with this. Most of you probably don't have this because actually most of you probably do have this because the ones I hand delivered got this. The ones that I had to mail did not. And if you really want one, I am happy to get one for you. This is what we call our beginner brochure. And it is designed to have simple, easy, different projects that you can do, especially for beginner stampers. And it's even put together so that you can order everything to make a project. So we're going to be featuring something from that later. So I just wanted to kind of let you know about that. But we're going to start with the big catalog because that's where all the fun really is. Okay. So just one second. I'm going to adjust this a little bit better so you can see the whole catalog. It's not showing in the frame. So, all right. Sorry. Hope I'm not making anybody sick. Okay. So the first thing is I'm going to go through the catalog, and I just want to show you some of the things that I really like about the catalog, and some things that I think are helpful about the catalog. So if you'll turn to page 1, it starts off by telling you what all the suites are in the catalog. So if you are somebody who really likes the suites because everything's coordinated and everything's put together and you work really well with that kind of thing, then you can just go to this first page and it will list all the different suites that are in our catalog. The next thing, let's turn to page 7. Okay, page 7 starts with our kits. Now these are at the front of the catalog because kits are some of the best things that you can get because they're simple, they're easy, and everything's laid out for you. They make great gifts for people because everything is ready to go. And we have several different types of kits. We have project kits, we have our paper pumpkin, and then we have all-inclusive kits, which these are my favorite because they have everything in them that you need to make them. So the new kit this year that's the all-inclusive kit is this Simply Citrus, okay? And this is such a fun kit. So I'm going to show you some of the samples from it. All right, this is the first one. You get 5 different cards, and you're going to get 3 of each card to make. And everything that you need to make these comes in the kit, okay? I'll turn this one. And then turn this one. And then they also have these super cute envelopes. This is the lining of the envelope. So everything you need comes in these kits. So this is one of my favorite things to get. All right. Okay, so after kits, we're going to turn to page 48 in the catalog. Okay, 48. So one of the things I wanted to show you is several times throughout the catalog, you will see something that they call Step It Up. I really like this feature because sometimes it's hard to, decide what you need to do with a card to make it maybe more what you want. Some of us are very simple stampers and some of us are a little more, we call them avid stampers. We like to have a lot of stuff on the card. So I like the Step It Up because it will take a card, it takes an idea, and it shows you how to step it up each time. So you will find that several times throughout the catalog as you look. All right, let's turn to page 62. Okay, on page 62 here, we have this cute little winter Christmas area that has pictures. And over here in the corner, you will see something that says Shop the Project. Okay, and so what I like about that is they have taken the different things that you see here in the pictures and they have given you those exact things that they've used. So they used a bag here, they list it here. They used a box here, they list it here, and so on. And I like this because several times people will look at pictures and then they'll come to me and say, what do I need to make that project? So they haven't given you everything, but they have given you some of the basics. And this Shop the Project is throughout the catalog on several different pages as well. All right, we're going to move on to page 72 next. Turn to page 72. Okay, this one I really, really like. This is a technique tip. And they have a few of these throughout the catalog as you go as well. They've taken this beautiful rose right here and they've given you a step-by-step instruction on how to make that rose and how to actually make a mask. So how to mask and make this card. And I really like that because sometimes you look at a card and you go, how did they do that? So they've taken the liberty to put several different tips in the catalog as you look through it. All right, our next thing, and this was probably this is a new favorite that was probably my most favorite thing in this catalog that they did. If you'll turn to page 85, and they've actually done this in several places, but 85 is the one I chose. They have color palettes. They have listed all the different colors they used to make this project right here, and that is throughout the whole catalog, and I really like that feature, because you can just look at it and you know exactly what you need to make that card. Or if you just like that color scheme, that's the other thing I like about it, is you don't necessarily have to make this card, but you might be thinking to yourself, what do I put with this color? What do I do? So I really like that feature that it has given us. They've given us color palettes along the way. All right, turn to page 114 with me. This is really cool. We have a certain type of stamp. It's called distinctive stamps. And they are really cool because when you stamp them, they give the 3D effect just by stamping them with an ink pad. You don't have to do anything else. And so we have several different stamp sets that are this distinctive type, and so they have taken and they have listed all the different stamp sets. So if you really like distinctive stamp sets, they've listed all the different ones right here, and you know that they're distinctive because they have this little symbol right here they'll always put it on a distinctive stamp set that it's a distinctive one. So I thought that was a really cool feature to have. The next one, let's turn to page 168. This is a new feature that we've never had in a catalog before. Hi, Lincoln. All right, page 168. So this is a cool thing. They have taken, you know how we always have stamp sets and punches that you can buy together in a bundle to save 10%? Well, this year they have taken all of those bundles and put them in one area. So we have punch bundles. All of these punches and all of these stamp sets that are here are bundled together for a 10% discount, and they put them all on one page so you know exactly which ones you can get for that, okay? So I thought that was a really cool thing. Let's turn to page 189 of the catalog. This has always been something we've had in the catalog, but I just think it's good to point out that it's our stamp set index. So if you know the name of a stamp set, but you can't find it in the catalog, you can come back here and you can look, and that will help you out. And also on page 192, we have an accessory index. So if you're looking for adhesives or you're looking for glimmer paper or something like that, it will tell you exactly what page it's on. All right, so that is of our catalog. Like I said, through the catalog several times in order to take it all in, but that's the fun part of it as well. So I hope you have enjoyed that. We're going to, I want to introduce to you one of the funnest things about a new catalog every year is we get new, are a fun thing because they're giving us something new to work with. And so some years the in colors are colors that work really well together, and other years the in colors are colors that they work good individually, but maybe not so well together. But this year, I am in love with these in colors because they do work well together. So here are the new in colors for the 2020 annual catalog, okay? I'm going to tell you the names of each of them. I made a card out of each color to kind of showcase the color, okay? So here they are. We have Magenta Madness. We have Just Jade. We have Bumblebee. That's the first stamp, or that's the first color I think that we've had in a long time that only has one name, or one word in its name, I should say. And then we have Misty Moonlight, and then Cinnamon Cider. So these colors work so beautifully together, and I love this Magenta Madness because it reminds me of hot pink, and I love hot pink. So I'm really excited to have this color, but and these two colors together, it just, I don't know, this just makes me happy. This is kind of a cornflower blue, and I just love the look of that together. So we are going to be doing a lot with these in colors. They actually created a whole suite with these in colors. So that's what we're going to be doing in the next video that we'll do at 1 o'clock, is we will be featuring these in colors. But anyway, so I just wanted to take and show you a couple samples of these just done with different things. So I, as part of Stampin' Up, I'm part of a group called the Queens, and we do monthly swaps. And so these are some of the swaps that I received in our monthly swap that features the different in colors that we have. Aren't those so gorgeous? They were all made by different queens that I know, but the great thing about swapping with others is they all bought stuff that I did not buy. I didn't buy any of these stamp sets or these dies. So it's really great to be part of that, because then I get to have see different things and do different things. So anyway, I just love all of these different cards, and they feature all of the new in colors. So, all right, we have just a few more minutes. I promised you I wouldn't go forever in these things. So we are going to make a make and take here. So I talked to you earlier about the beginner brochure, right? In this beginner brochure, they created a stamp set. It's called 4-Season Floral, and this stamp set actually coordinates with two other stamp sets that we have in the catalog. So I will be showing those two stamp sets later. But I wanted to make something with this stamp set, and this stamp set will actually be one of the giveaways that I have. So you may have a chance to win that by participating in the picture game or by participating in the scavenger game that we're going to be doing online throughout the day in the group. All right, so here is our card that we're going to make, okay? Like I said, I love the yellow and the blue together. So we're going to start. I'm just going to put this over here to the side for a minute. We're going to start by folding our cardstock in half. Now, as far as these cards go, I will have all the measurements, and everything that you need to know will be on my blog. And I will put a post in this Facebook group showing that blog post so that you know what to do. It'll probably take me a little bit of time to get it up, but I promise you that I will get all this up and you will have all the measurements so you can make this card yourself. But anyway, I'm going to take the Misty Moonlight and fold it in half. And then I'm going to take, this is some of the DSP. Here's a little sneak peek of the DSP that we'll be looking at next time. And I'm going to take and just put this onto my card. Okay. I've got a little bit of adhesive there stuck on it. All right. And then, so we have rectangle stitch dies like this. I took this die and I cut out a square for myself, and I'm going to stamp the flowers on here. All right, so we're going to stamp, make sure that syncs up good. One right there, and stamp one right there. All right, now one thing I forgot to mention earlier, we have our Stampin' Blends, and they did Stampin' Blends in 4 of the 5 in colors. The only color they did not do Stampin' Blends in was actually the Bumblebee. So this color that you see is Daffodil Delight. It's the dark Daffodil Delight Stampin' Blend, and it actually matches perfectly with the Bumblebee. So I think that's why they didn't go ahead and do that, because there was something that was so close anyway. But I'm just going to sit down here and take and color these flowers in. So the thing I love about Stampin' Blends is they are alcohol-based markers, and when you're coloring with them, they do not leave the streaks that normal markers leave, right? So Sometimes when you're coloring little things like this, you don't really see those streaks from the regular markers, but when you're coloring bigger images, you definitely see those streaks. So that's what I like about these Stampin' Blends. That's why they're called blends, is because the ink blends together and you see no streaks. Another thing about these blends is they come in a light and a dark, so you can do shading with these. Now on this, because these are such small images, I am not doing shading. I am just simply using them to color in the image, okay? So, but you can shade with these. That's one of the reasons they're so cool. So quickly finish coloring. And now the one thing you have to be careful is they do bleed a little bit. So when you're coloring against the edge of something, you want to make sure that you're not too close to the edge or it will bleed out. All right, so we're gonna take and also stamp. Just one second, I forgot my ink pad, my blue ink pad. Where did it get cut? I lost my blue ink pad. All right, well, we're just gonna use the black instead. Okay, I'm gonna take and stamp. This happy birthday comes in the same stamp set. The stamp set has several different sentiments. Okay, and then I'm going to take and glue this to the back side of here like this. Okay, and one of the things that we have that's new is this baker's twine that is white and the misty moonlight combined with a silver thread around it. I'm going to take and just wrap this around 3 times on the card. And voila. Okay. And then we're going to take some dimensionals and pop it up on dimensionals. Okay, I'm gonna put that on there, and there we have it, our second card. All right, so, oh wait, one more thing. I forgot I need to do this. We have these cute little dots. These were on your bookmarks. If you guys look at your bookmarks closely, these are in the center of the flowers. These make the perfect center to flowers. As you can see, mine have been well loved already. Just gonna take and do. Okay, so anyway, that is the finished card. And one more thing a couple more things that I want to mention. So, as I started with in the beginning, I had these 5 different cards right here. I have one of each of these to give away. So, in the comments, I want you to put what your favorite new in color is, and I will do random drawings, and you might receive one of these in the mail. So that will be fun. And then the last thing I wanted to go over is in your catalogs, you all have, or not all of you, let me start over. In your catalogs, I put 4 golden tickets. So 4 different people will be winning prizes from those golden tickets. So if you have a golden ticket, I want you to make a comment in the comments so that you can get that reward. All right, that is all I have at this time. I will go back through and look at the comments, and I will answer comments, because while I was doing this, I didn't really have the ability to look at the comments. So I will go back through and look at them. And if you have any questions, I'll try to get those answered. And we will be back here at 1 o'clock to do our next session of the annual catalog kickoff. So thank you for watching, and we will see you at 1 o'clock. Bye-bye.